Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about 7 bad habits that make people not like you. You should be avoiding them at all costs, so please avoid them at all costs, absolutely. So let's get right into the video, okay? These are the 7 bad habits. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Please avoid them at all costs, absolutely. Number 1 is suppressing your emotions. You need to just say how you feel, and I'll tell you why. If you hold your emotions inside, they're going to come out at some point, and it's not going to be nice, right? It's not going to be pleasant. So don't suppress your emotions. Now, sometimes you can't say how you feel. Let's say your boss gets you angry, and if you tell them that they get you angry, you're going to get fired, right? You can't say how you feel, but you can let your emotions out in other ways. Go work out, go for a walk, call your friend, call your spouse, just let them know how you're feeling. Let your emotions out, okay? It doesn't have to be a negative way. You can speak positively and let your emotions out, but don't suppress them because they will come out eventually, okay? Number 2, complaining or pessimism too often, okay? Now, listen, everybody complains sometimes. Even myself, I'm super optimistic, but I complain all the time, okay? But it's not often. Okay, it's all the time, as in like once a week, I'll complain for 3 minutes, I'll let everything out of my system, and I'm done for the week, okay? Don't be pessimistic. And even when you complain, if you can complain and then also simultaneously see the positive side of things, people are going to be more likely to actually like you. So you can complain while at the same time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. That is the key to complaining. Letting it out of your system, venting, and then going back to being optimistic, okay? So don't be pessimistic, don't complain too often. People will not like talking to you at all. Number 3, bragging too often. Listen, I brag whenever I've done something astonishing. If I've done something that is above my regular, okay, you know, I'll brag in one way or another, whether I post about it on social media, whether I let my wife know, hey, check out what I did, right? Or my kids, hey, check out what daddy did. You know, but at the end of the day, if you brag all the time, no one's going to like speaking to you. And never brag about things that you didn't accomplish. If you've been given a great lifestyle because you inherited a lot of money, don't brag about that. No one likes that, okay? The only time you ever should brag is if you've accomplished something that is greater than your usual. Like my regular day is far greater than the day of an average person in terms of the amount of work that I get done. Right now, as you can see, it's nighttime. There's a window over there. It's nighttime, and I've already spent all the time throughout the day with my wife and kids, okay, and everybody's up there relaxing, and I'm working over here. So, but this is an average day for me, so don't brag about it. Sure, I'm speaking about it in the video, but I don't go talking to people saying, hey, you know how much I worked last night? You don't do that. It's got to be above your regular. Compare yourself to yourself and no one else. And if it's above your regular, then brag about it every once in a while. Too much, not good. Number 4, because number 3 was bragging too often. Number 4 is being late often, okay? You should try to be early. This way, when you're late, you're still on time. That's the mindset that I've adopted over the past years. In my younger days, I was late everywhere all the time. I was always rushing. I was always stressed out, and it sucked, to be honest with you. And I learned the hard way many times that being late has consequences, okay? And now I'm always early, okay? I work as a full-time elementary school teacher. Every day I'm at school probably 45 minutes to an hour early, okay? I'm always early when I have to pick up my kids. I'm always early when I have to drop my kids off somewhere, and I wait with them until the time comes to actually drop them off. So like, just don't be late. Try being early, and then if you're late, you'll just end up being on time. It's as simple as that, okay? And if you're late once in a while, it's okay. But don't be late often because it just shows you don't respect everyone's time. Everyone's waiting for you, okay? That's the simplicity of it. Number 5, thinking that you're always right, okay? Listen, oh my gosh. I know a handful of people that literally will not admit that they're wrong. It is a sorry excuse for a character trait, okay? Literally. Like, even if you're always right, you have to know that you're not always right. Because you can't be always right. By thinking that you're always right, that shows that you're wrong. Because you're not always right. Stop thinking that you're always right. Okay? Anything that happens in any situation to me in life that involves me in the slightest bit, I learned how to blame myself even for the tiniest bit. I got rear-ended many, many years ago. I just got my car. My car was brand new. I had my car for less than a month. I got my car at the beginning of December, and this was New Year's Eve. And I got rear-ended. And I said to myself, you know what, Mike? You should have been checking your rearview mirror. You would have seen that person coming too fast behind you, and I might have been able to switch lanes or make the turn or do something to avoid getting rear-ended. It wasn't my fault. I was sitting at a red light and boom, I got hit, right? But at the end of the day, You need to understand that you're not always right and learn to blame yourself even a little bit for every situation. You will be a better human being, okay? Number 6, not valuing the opinion of others, okay? And this goes hand in hand with the last thing that I said. Everyone's got a differing opinion, and you need to value everyone's opinion equally. Just because they don't agree with you doesn't mean that they're wrong, okay? I love having debates with people because I actually can listen to their opinion and it will affect my own opinion. Doesn't mean I'm going to change my mind completely, but listening to what someone has to say, I learn something new because I value their opinion. So you should do the same thing, okay? If you don't value others' opinions, people are not going to like you. So just do it, okay? It's a great character trait to value the opinions of others, okay? Number 7, always being too intense, okay? Sometimes people just want to have a relaxing conversation with you. In my videos, as you can tell if you've watched my videos, I am intense. I am turned on, flicked on all the time. Like literally the light of on or off, I'm on all the time into my videos. But that's because I'm filming and I'm pumped up and I love doing this. It is my passion. But if you talk to me on a regular day, I'm not going to be like, hey man, what's going on, bro? Nice to see you. No, you're just going to have a regular conversation with me. I saw someone at Walmart a couple weeks ago, and I was walking through Walmart, okay? And I was alone. It was late at night. My wife I'd already relaxed with my wife. My kids were in bed. I was walking through Walmart, the local Walmart. I go to a Walmart. I live in Etobicoke, which is basically in Toronto. And I went to the local Walmart that I always go to, and a person waved me down and said, oh my gosh, Mike, you taught me how to drive. Thank you so much. I love your videos. They're so helpful. No pun intended, right? I laughed. It was a great joke. I said, nice to meet you, man. We took a picture. We chatted for 5 minutes in Walmart. It was fantastic, okay? And at the end of the day, he said, the person said, he said to me at the end of the conversation, not at the end of the day, he said, in your videos, you're so intense, but you actually had just a pleasant conversation. I said, yeah, it's not a character. This is how I am when I'm filming. But you can't be intense all the time. You got to be able to just have a relaxing conversation with someone, And then when you need to bring on the intensity, bring on the intensity. You can't be chill all the time either. You need to have an up and a down. You need to have an intense and a chill. It's the best thing that you can do to make sure that people like you, and you'll end up enjoying your own talks more when you have different gears, right? If you have one gear, it's going to be hard for you to enjoy listening to yourself because you're always going to sound the same. But if you have different gears, it's even more enjoyable to speak in those different gears. So that's it. I know I went off on a little bit of a tangent at the end there, but it's just a story that I figured that I wanted to share. Maybe the person that I saw is watching this video. I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to post a picture or anything like that, but maybe they're watching this. So, I definitely remember you, and I appreciate the fact that you waved me down. It's a rare occasion that I see someone like, hey, I watch your videos. It happens like maybe a couple times a year, but honestly, every single time I appreciate it, right? I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really do. That's it. Those are 7 bad habits that make people not like you. Avoid them at all costs. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.